Shalom Aleichem, everybody. Hope all is well. Why is the world going crazy right now? Is the world going crazy, first of all? And second of all, why? If so, why? Well, the answer, I would humbly say that I do think it's possible to say that perhaps the world might resemble what could maybe happen if it was going crazy. In other words, it seems to be like the world is going crazy. And the second question is, if so, then why? Well, why, the answer to why is themed around the same theme as most of my videos, and that is because, very simply put, we are in the last generation, and Mashiach's about to come. And we know that when Mashiach comes, then the generation before Mashiach comes, it'll be a very dark generation, a doubled over darkness. And in fact, it won't just be dark, but also sometimes, as I said earlier in a short today, the truth will seem like lies, and the lies at times could seem like the truth. And the people who are doing the good thing will be ridiculed, can be ridiculed at times, and at times the people doing the wrong thing could be praised. But this is only a test from Hashem and an opportunity for the greatest revelation of God, that in such a dark time the light will be ever so bright. Meaning, when you're in a dark room, it's very dark, but it also allows you to notice any tiny bit of light. Like with the night sky, only when you go to the darkest of places where there's no light pollution, there's no light around, then you can apprehend and see and behold the night sky and the stars in the sky. So too, on a spiritual sense, in such a dark generation, the light of Hashem and the goodness, once you see it, once you notice it, it'll be so clearer in a sense than if it was a less dark time. Meaning, because the world has so much darkness in it, once we notice the light, we're never going to abandon it, because we're going to see it for what it is. We're going to notice how dark it's been up until now. And so that I've spoken about in many generations and many videos. But now the theme I want to focus on now is actually, so now what? Now what? Very good. The world's going crazy. We're in the final generation. Now what? Let's sit down, relax, and put our feet up and just let Hashem do the rest. Well, not exactly. There's an aspect where we trust in Hashem to do His part, but for our part, we have to take the initiative. We have to give it all we've got, because Hashem sent us on a mission and He wants us to do our part. So when it comes to our part, then we can't just sit back and relax. Then we have to give it all we've got. When it comes to somebody else's part, in a sense, we have to trust in Hashem and not, because at the end of the day, what are you going to do? You can't force someone to do something. You can teach them, you can give advice, you can try to bring them closer to Hashem, but at the end of the day, they're their own people, and they gotta make the decision themselves. And in that sense, you have to place all your trust in Hashem and just let go. When it comes to your job, you of course have to place all your trust in Hashem, but you actually have to do your job, because you're the one sent for this mission. Now, what I think is important here is we have to do the concept of hachlata. Hachlata means you decide to do something more. That's really the epitome and the remedy for this. And really the way to bring it into action is to take an hachlata and to stick to it. Hachlata means a decision to do something more upon yourself. So, for example, if you learn 5 minutes a day, you can take upon yourself to learn another 6 minutes a day. If a person, he tries to, what's a good example? He helps his grandmother or his parents out with something once a week. Okay, so try to help them out twice a week. Or that's a big jump, but something extra in any realm. In the realm of Torah, in the realm of mitzvahs, in the realm of goodness and kindness. But it should be something that's realistic, that you can stick to, and that can give you the strength to keep growing and stick to that, and then add something else. And that's how you grow. But really, I think that's the message here, is that we find ourselves in a dark time. The Torah is our blueprint, as I said earlier in a short today, that when you're lost, you got to look at the navigation, the map, or Google Maps, and what's the spiritual Google Maps, or Waze, or whatever you prefer, is the Torah. And also the teachings of the Rebbe, which is the Rebbe explains tailor-made ideas for our generation. So we have the guidance, and we also need to accompany that with growing, with whatever it is, to take upon yourself something extra to do to grow, because that has an incredible power. Every mitzvah we do is infinite, but when you take something new upon yourself, you bring down a new light into the world. And that is crucial in accelerating the redemption. So this was a practical video and an exciting message, but let's bring it into action. Let's share it with others. So please like, comment, share, subscribe. Please donate to the Torah channel, and let us see this desire of ours to see the redemption. Let us see it in action immediately. God bless you all. Thank you.